3:20 and I've literally just got pitched and got in the tent on Nethermost Pike. I spent an hour and a half at Red Tarn just drinking tea and cooking food. It was like a wind shelter bit. I didn't film because it was just blustery. And I stopped counting people on Striding Edge once I got to 100, so it was absolutely heaving over there. Went up Swirl to try and avoid the crowds, and I was just going against the traffic through the mist as well, which I hate. And then as I got here, it was just heaving down with rain. It started raining quite heavily, and I've got pitched and got out of it. So if this doesn't clear, it's looking like I'm going to have about 15 hours in the tent, so I'll be getting plenty of movies watched. And if it's still like this tomorrow, I'm going to go straight down. This is what I'm saying about, you know, wild camping. You might have a plan for 3 nights, but nothing's ever set in stone. And then hopefully back out the following weekend. But we'll see how it plays out anyway. I'm here, I'm on Nethermost Pike, on the highest ground near the cairn, and hopefully the sun will come out. I mean, that was the forecast, wasn't it? But we'll see. Like I say, see how it plays out. Get settled, get the mat up and everything, and get a brew on. Because I could be in here for a while. Hopefully not though. Yeah, it's 2:45 in the morning. The wind's died down, and it did clear for a while, the pea super, but it's come back. And I've just been watching movies, drinking tea, eating food. Last movie, I'm about a third of the way through Jane Eyre. And then I've just been listening to music. We'll see what the morning brings. It's nice and peaceful now. Yeah. Yeah, it's 8:10, and I'm coming up for 18 hours in this tent, which I haven't minded. I've enjoyed, you know. I mean, I've watched lots of movies, documentaries. I haven't been bored, and I've slept a lot as well. But this, it doesn't look like it's going to clear. So I'm going to pack. I'm going to go, and this will be one in the future I'll be coming back to, because the ones I'm going to be going back to are the ones where I didn't get the weather. If I think I can do a better job of it, and the ones that I haven't soloed, I think I'm about 3 wild camps off now, doing the Eastern Fells, which is like 35 wild camps. I think, I haven't looked properly yet, I think there's only 2 that I've got to go back because I never soloed them. I went back to Great Dodd because I got a wrecked tent. It took me 2 goes. But it has been an adventure. But yeah, I think I'm about 3 plus 2, maybe 1 more. So I'm probably about 5 off doing the Eastern Fells solo, 35 wild camps. I think I'm a couple off other ranges as well, completing them, but then there's the ones that I haven't soloed. So why solo? Why am I going on about solo while camping? How other people do their wild camping is entirely up to them. It's none of my business whatsoever, or to comment on. You know, what other people do, it's entirely up to them. If people want to camp in large groups, that's up to them, isn't it? I don't. I'm not going to ask or tell anybody how to do their wild camp. I wouldn't dream of doing that. The same as I wouldn't dream of trying to tell people how to edit the videos. If people want to put the beginning at the end and the end at the beginning, and say the end is the beginning and the beginning is the end, that's entirely up to them. I can only comment about what I'm doing, or I only want to comment about what I'm doing. I have camped in large groups, and I have, camped with other people, and I can entirely understand why a couple, say, would want to camp together as well and do it as a couple. But camping in groups of people and then solo wild camp, it's two different things. I'm talking about my camping, not what other people's experiences, just my own experience. And it's been like when you've camped with other people, it's been like a social event, whereas solo wild camping, for me, it just feels, you really do feel like you're wild camping. It's hard to explain, and another reason is I want to have done it off my own back. I don't want anybody to have given me any kind of assistance whatsoever, whether that be psychological or help me put my tent up or help me to navigate or anything. I want to have done it off my own back, and that's the challenge that I'm after. And it's really rewarding. It's hard to explain, but when you've done a fell and you've done it on your own and you've done it off your own back and you haven't had anybody babysitting you, it's like, I can look back and think, I did that on my own, without anybody, like I say, without anybody babysitting me, basically, or helping me. I did it myself, and that's how I feel personally. But not how other people do their camping, that's entirely up to them. No, I wouldn't dream of trying to tell somebody how to do the camping. It's up to you. It's your own personal choice. What gear you have, what you use, whether you carry heavy gear, light gear. It's up to the individual, isn't it? It's their choice. Same as I wouldn't dream of telling anybody how to edit the videos or how to keep the diary or telling the camera's crap. If you're starting your diary and you just want to use your phone or whatever, I don't see what's the problem with that. You haven't got an expensive camera. There's plenty of people with expensive camera equipment who just sit on the backside at home doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like me, I'll say I've never ever seen myself as a YouTuber or an authority, or I just keep a diary in my wild camping. With the emphasis being on the wild camping, and that brings me to like editing. I haven't got any editing done because I've been, that's something like the sun coming out. Hopefully, yeah, I haven't got it because I have to work full time, and then any spare time I'm getting, if I haven't got something in my way like a burst water pipe or loads of paperwork to do, to sort bills out and things like that, then I'm out of here getting it done before I get too old, basically. Because I keep seeing posters, on vans and things, have the adventure before dementia. And I think that's true, that. So it's like, I think as you get older, you do get that sense of time running out. You do. Yeah, so Bit of a waffle there. That wasn't a rant, it's just how I feel. Oh yeah. So where I forget where I am. Nethermost Pike. That's Nethermost Pike done, dusted. But I will come back another day if I don't see that cloud lift. Hopefully it'll lift before I go. I was going to do another night, but I've had 18 hours now in a tent. So hopefully, if nothing gets in my way next weekend, I'll be out on Saturday. It's Sunday now, so I'll be out in 6 days' time again. If I don't have a burst pipe, or my car goes in for its service on Thursday, so hopefully I'll get that back in time as well. Right, Nethermost Pike done. Bye.